Kevin Panozza.
Hotel apartment people are very, very clever. These are the finest words ever written about the customer. And being outraged, he reflected on it from the perspective of his dignity as a customer. So I think that my opinion's something, but the opinion of 1,700 leaders of some of the largest companies on the planet is worth listening to. So every few years IBM surveys CEOs and they ask them, what do you think your company will have to do in the next 5 years to be not just relevant but to thrive and prosper in this marketplace? And Zed this morning talked about millennials and the changing behaviours, and we heard the advertising man talking about changing people's behaviours. So we live in a very confusing and connected world, and that's where you're doing business. So, what do the CEOs of these companies say you need to do? Well, 3 things. They say you should empower your employees through values, so have people essentially who like coming to work. Secondly, treat your customers as individuals, and I heard that this morning not once but 10 times from different speakers. And finally, if you don't have the skills in your own organisation, then you outsource. You go partner with companies that have those specific skills, which is logical and common sense. Having a highly engaged workforce. Now, I am lucky in that I have a little experience in this. So I had a company called Salesforce, which started with Ansett as its customer. And we started in 1992, and we had about 15 people, and we kind of got a little bigger. We ended up with about 3,000 people at our peak. Commercially, we were very successful. So it was a tough business. Call center people aren't well paid. And yet, 3 times from 2001 till 2006, we entered and won the Hewitt Award. Now the Hewitt Award, Hewitt are the largest outsourcer of HR services on the planet. They have an award in the Western countries in which they operate, and it's given to the companies that are deemed to be the best employers. And we won that 3 times in a row. No one's ever done that before. So this is something I know a little bit about. And then I got asked, go speak at conferences about how you did it. Go and share with people. And I thought, well, if I tell them what we did, I'll confuse them. So I'll tell them what we avoided, because it's the things you don't do and the things you do wrong that cause people to not like coming to work. So we created, not me, my team and I created this 8 enemies of employee engagement and what we call the 8 champions. So there are 5 things that I claim really great customer-facing people just realise innately. It's in their DNA. They do it automatically. They don't think about it, they get it. The first of these, and they're simple, that's why I love Mahatma Gandhi in my presentation, because the special aspect of this man was his simplicity. So these are simple ideas. First of these is, I am the brand. So we heard a lot of talk this morning about brand. What the brand's going to look like, how you make people behave differently, this, that and the other. It's all I was sitting up the back feeling very vulnerable during that presentation. I didn't know I was being manipulated by fiendish advertising people. And then I realised I am. Brands do 2 things. I didn't just make this up. Heard it all this morning. They make promises and create expectations, and they remove uncertainty. Why stay at Quest instead of Acme? Because we've heard about Quest. I saw it on that Expedia site that, rates TripAdvisor, and people say it's a good experience. I'll go there. So, how does a brand really come to life? When you walk through the door into the foyer and there is a person behind the desk, and they open their mouth and they move and they say something. There's the brand coming to life right there. So cool, thank you. Embrace your inner troublemakers tonight at the gala dinner, and I'll see you tomorrow at the sales workshop, some of you. Thank you.